Welcome to WSDH Live. My name is Jay McGrail and I'm the chair of the Sandwich School Committee. This is Sandwich's community radio station, 91.5. Today for the podcast, I have the opportunity to sit down with Brian Tomasini, our head baseball coach here at Sandwich High School. And being that spring is about to sprung, as I just was told by one of our guys here, it's a perfect opportunity to talk about baseball. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
excited to be here. Yeah.
Thanks for coming. I was sitting having lunch today at the golf course that I work at, and the Red Sox were on.
Yeah.
And it was hard to
1-1
believe.
when I saw it.
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to believe opening days this weekend for those guys.
Yeah, I mean, it jumps up on you so quickly, especially when you follow the Sox, watching them get down there. And then, the spring season starts out with a bang. You got about 2 weeks working outside, working inside, and then the state season starts April 3rd. So
yeah,
it's fun time.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
It's exciting for you.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. I know you're from Sandwich and
Yep.
went to high school here.
Yep, I grew up in Sandwich. Actually went to elementary school at the Forestdale School, then moved up here. Went to high school here, got a chance to, the privilege to play basketball, baseball, run cross country for some really nice coaches, really good coaches. And then I moved on to St. Anselm College, was a history major. Graduated from there and then moved back to town and I started substitute teaching. I got my first job coaching with a summer team that I played on, and then I realized that I wanted to work in a school, so passed some MTELs, did some schoolwork. Now I'm a physical education teacher up here as well as health teacher.
Nice. So you're a phys ed teacher in the high school
Yeah,
here? You're a health teacher?
Yeah, and work with the STEM Academy.
Oh, you do
7th
both?
and 8th grade, yep.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you are very involved in Sandwich.
Yeah.
It's in your blood. So.
Yeah, just, growing up here and being afforded so many opportunities by, again, some great teachers and great coaches. I take a lot of pride in coming back here and trying to do the same things that those coaches and teachers did for me and my brother and all the friends that I grew up with that loved coming here. So
yeah, I can tell that you're very invested in the program.
Yeah.
The first time I met you was during the Harlem Wizards
Yeah.
basketball game.
Yeah.
You were, in case people aren't familiar with that, it was the PTA sponsored an event. The Harlem Wizards came and played against our staff, and you were one of the stars out there.
Yeah, that was an awesome event. And I had seen it on TV before, and watching the Harlem Globetrotters, but being in there and seeing how much fun and seeing the community get out here, some of those little kids that got on the court and got to warm up with them, I just thought it was a really nice community event, a nice way to bring the community together. So
yeah, you're
it was
right.
a lot of fun.
It was a community event. It wasn't just a school event. It was a community event. It was really nice that you and the rest of the staff that you work with participated the way you guys did.
I know everybody had some fun.
So baseball.
Yeah.
So how's the year going to go?
Well, we're coming off, one of the better seasons we've had in school history. We won ACL title for, I believe, it was the first time in 21 years. Made it to South Sectional Finals for the first time ever in school history last year. So, we have some high hopes, but we've been talking since we got, going this winter time that team was that year, last year, and this team ended their season with a loss. Yeah. So I know the guys have been fired up. We have a nice group of returning seniors, some juniors that played some big time at the end of the year in the playoffs, and then a really talented sophomore group. So the future's bright, and right now, we've been working inside mostly because of the weather and some of the cold weather. But everything that we've seen and the work they put in, last summer and the winter time, I think it'll pay off. But we'll know April 3rd when we finally get out there to play another team. So
did you lose a lot of seniors last year?
We lost a core group of about 5 or 6 of them, and 3 of them are actually playing collegiate baseball. 1 at Salve, 1 at Norwich, and 1 at LaSalle. 2 of them were captains. So yeah, it was a nice core group that we had for a few years, and one of them pitched 2 of the 4. I think he won 2 games in the playoffs out of the 4 that we played. So, yeah, Will Crowther. And they were just awesome kids. So they were leaders in the classroom, leaders on the field. So it was nice to have. So it'll be a big loss, but every year, you hope that somebody steps up, and I'm sure we'll have a couple seniors, juniors, sophomores that jump into that role as soon as they can. So
who are some of the captains this year? Is that not been determined yet?
Yeah, no, we're JJ Ferguson. He's a senior. He'll be one of our captains. He plays up the middle and pitches off the mound. Noah Holland, who's our catcher. He's played on the varsity team now for 3 years, so it's nice to have him back. He was one of the top hitters in the league. And then Nick Carr, who's a junior. And we've decided to go with a junior this year because of the way he acts on and off the field, knowing that next year he'll be back in that role and we'll have a year of leadership ability under him. And he'll play mostly at shortstop for us this year. We're expecting big things out of him. So
yeah, that's good thinking for the future.
Yeah,
having a captain be one of the younger guys on the team
definitely.
there. Yeah, leadership going forward.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things with your baseball team that you try to instill to make it a fun program and keep it real competitive so we can get back to where we were last year?
Yeah, I mean, it basically starts in the summer, and I was always brought up in playing as many sports as you can and being well rounded. But where that's kind of changed, it's nice seeing these guys that do buy into working out in the summer, making sure that they're playing other sports, keeping their bodies healthy, and by the time baseball season comes around, they're ready to go. And then even though we've been indoors, we make sure we keep it light. We get our work in. We also have some fun. We've been in the pool a couple times to have a
Really?
baseball pool workout, playing, doing a stretch and a workout in there, but then getting in and playing some pool basketball, team bonding type stuff. So we try to mix it up as much as we can.
Yeah.
We've done stuff on the turf before, some kind of like football type competition, just to break up the monotony sometimes of being in the gym at the start of the season. And I think that's paid off because then they kind of look back at those fun moments. If it's late in the game and they've kind of done these different types of things together, and it kind of helps them bond as a group. So, but these guys have been working hard, and being indoors for anybody that is in and around baseball, it's tough to be in a gym for 2 weeks. So to see these guys the way they're working and sprinting around just to pick up baseballs when we're done with practice, and it's a group that's really bought into what we're trying to do here, and it paid off last year, and I think it's gonna pay off going forward.
Well, that's great. The success was, it was all over the newspapers last year, all over it. I mean, you could feel it in the town. The community really got behind you guys in the playoffs last year. It was really cool to watch.
It was fun. It was fun because I also had the privilege of being a part of that basketball team a few years ago with Coach Green and Joey Downs, Will Bennett, Scotty Reels, Hank O'Brien, what they did for the town and the gym that winter. And I think that seeing that, the way the culture changed with the basketball program, and now we're hopefully doing the same type thing. We're just making it fun, and obviously winning helps, but doing it in the right way on and off the field, I think, is the biggest thing. And one of the best days that we have is when we go down to the Little League and work out with the Little Leaguers. And Bull Crowther was probably the best kid to do that with big hair, running around with like the 8-9-year-olds. But when they finally get down there, it's a Sunday morning, and they first roll out of bed, and I'm sure they're like, "Oh, we're going down." But once they get down there and start to work out with the Little Leaguers and run the clinic, it's just they realize that's why they're there. They started in Sandwich Little League. They played Babe Ruth. They got to the high school, and it's that pride of growing up in the town and playing with the kids that you've been playing with all those years. So.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I've kind of focused on with this program is student retention and what makes Sandwich an awesome place to be, our high school here. I can definitely see a direct line from you bringing those players down to the Little League, and those Little Leaguers seeing how awesome it is to be on the varsity program up here and how much those kids love Sandwich High School and our program. To see that, where do they want to be when they're seniors? It's here. They're going to want to be in this building.
Yeah, that's
on that team.
That's our hope. The way that we look at it is, if that's our part in keeping kids here, then hopefully we're doing it the right way. I know we're doing it the right way. So hopefully, if that can keep them here, and hopefully don't lose anybody for baseball reasons. But it's just I've always been that type of, and growing up in this town, I think that's why is. It's always fun when you're in Little League and you talk to your friends like, "Oh, I can't wait to play at Sandwich High School one day." And hopefully getting those kids down there is exactly like what you're saying. It's doing that. So.
Well, it'll work. I think it'll work for you too. Under your leadership, it seems like it will. I know I had the opportunity last year to attend one of the playoff games, and it was only at the beginning of the game that I was able to come. But I saw you guys warming up, and I could see it with the kids. They were having fun. Like the country music was blasting. It was a warm summer, early summer day. The country music was blasting. The kids were running around, and it just seemed like a really relaxed, laid-back atmosphere. And it was a playoff game, and they won that day. So that's what better to instill in the kids than that.
That's definitely one of the things we've tried to do is add in, as simple as it seems, but it's the country music, getting the music going, having them out there, running around, remembering that they played Little League a few years before that, and just enjoying their friends because. You get four years at it, and some guys, when you get on varsity team, you might only have 1 or 2, and so to take every chance at it, you're gonna always look back on that, nice summer day with the country music blaring and getting a playoff win. And it's something fun to look back on. Those are some.
I'm sure. I wanted a part of it when I was there that day. It just looked like a fun thing to be a part of.
Yeah,
it's working. I mean, it sounds like you have a different way of approaching the whole team aspect of it. It seems to be really heading in the right direction.
Yeah, and I mean we have the right kids for it too. So they've kind of bought into and obviously last year helps, and the year before that we had some success. So having the right kids and them buying into it has really helped over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I'm sure moving forward, we've spent a lot of time talking with Neil at the school committee level about strength and conditioning and how to improve that program. I'm sure that those upgrades that we want to make would help you guys quite a bit.
Yeah, I've probably talked at length with Neil just as much as you guys have, because from a baseball, basketball standpoint, right now mainly baseball. We just did a program with Mr. Cuffa, our athletic trainer, on some core stability and stretches that we want our pitchers doing, and we can get our pitchers in there 45 minutes before practice, make sure they're getting that extra work in, and if we have that other facility, then we can really get all the baseball players in there, get them through 45 minutes, get their work in, and then get to practice. And my whole thing since I've been here, I've been lucky that a lot of my friends that I actually grew up with that played college baseball have come back to help Sandwich High School, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Mr. Neal, who played here, was our freshman coach. He's also a teacher here. One of the biggest things we've been trying to do is treat it like a college program, which we've been doing some early work with lifting and some things that they might not have done in the years past, and I think that's also helped kind of like shape their mind on, oh wow, this is like it's not just coming down, taking some ground balls, hitting in the cage.
Right.
It's a total program, and I think that's helped a lot. And Mr. Cuff has been huge this last week, kind of getting them in there and doing some stretches with them, showing the right way to do it. So that facility would be fantastic, and I mean, definitely helps.
I know we have some plans. So for anybody out there listening and watching, we have plans to upgrade that facility.
Yeah.
We've had conversations about trying to hire, do stipend positions for strength and conditioning, so we can get like a real program going for across all of the Cape.
That'd be great.
I think it would all be a benefit to the students and to the athletes.
And really, when you go around, I mean, I've obviously been on Cape for a while, but and I got a chance to coach in the Cape League, so I've seen a lot of the other facilities in and around the Cape, and honestly, when you walk the backfields, and I've talked to Neil about it, there's really no better complex on Cape than the fields we have between the turf fields, the upper fields, the baseball fields, tennis courts, the softball, just having it all on campus, and then adding in some kind of strength and conditioning and weight room. There wouldn't be anything like it. It would really feel like almost like a little college campus, having everything right there. So
especially if you like country music.
Absolutely. I know the guys sometimes they told me that they were making their own mixtape. We're not letting too much rap onto it because I'm more of a classic rock country guy. So we let a couple on for this year, but the guys like it. So
before you know, you'll have like at Fenway Park where they have their own song when they come out.
Well, yeah, they did.
Marley playing.
Actually, to go back to Will Crowd, that was one of the highlights last year when he would walk up to the music from Star Wars when Darth Vader would walk out. He would walk up to the bat with that. So he'd get some laughs, so that might have been why he got some hits, because he took the pitcher's mind off of who they were throwing to.
Whatever helps them take care of it, take care of business.
Exactly.
So, well, that's about all the time we have.
Awesome.
Brian, thank you so much
for having me.
Again, today I have Brian Tomasini here, and he's our head coach. He's doing a great job and heading our program in a great direction. So that's Jay McGrail signing off for 91.5 Sandwiches Community Radio Station. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
WSDH Live is recorded at WSDH Studios in Sandwich, Massachusetts. We are executive produced by Paula Johnson with podcast production by Ryan Hill. He also made the music. Remember to check out WSDH on TuneIn.com and the TuneIn app for more great content. As always, thank you for supporting Sandwich Community Radio. We'll catch you next time.